In one of my videos, I can remember very well, I think it was 2 years ago, I was able to discuss the word classes. Now we have two word classes, the open word class and the closed word class, where we discussed that the closed word class does not give room for other morphemes to be added to them, and the open word class gives room for other morphemes to be added to them. Please, if you want if you want to know more about the open word class and the closed word class, you can just check check my videos and you will find them. So today we'll be working on the number one word class, which is a noun. Many people think noun is very simple, but still they studied it very well. They find out that noun is a very broad topic, very, very broad for that matter. It deals with names, naming elements. Please, I'll be making use of the word element for both humans, animals, things, anything. Though we cannot actually say that an element is just all of them. But I will use elements as generic. Please, in case I make mention of elements, to know that I'm talking about humans, talking about animals, talking about anything at all. As far as this has a name, it is a noun. What is the name of this? This is a shirt. Oh, is a noun. What's the name of this? It's a shirt. So shirt is the name given to it. It's a noun. So as far as it is a name, we are called it what part of speech? Now, simple as ABC. Now we have different types of nouns. We are going to be discussing 8 types of nouns, just 8. Number one among them is the common noun. The common noun is a general name. A general name that is given to elements that have the same characteristics. If you see a girl, you say, oh, this is a girl. You see another one, say, this is a girl. You see another one, this is a girl. Because these people have the same characteristics. There is something that is common among them. That name that is given to these elements that have something in common, the same characteristic, we call it what? A common noun. Why is that we don't call a boy a girl? Because there are characteristics that girls have that boys do not have. Because these characteristics are peculiar to them, common to only this particular set of people. The name given to those ones are called is what? Common. The noun is common. If you see a dog, you see this one, you call it a dog. You see this one, call it a dog. Why do you call all of them dogs? Because they have something in common. They have the same characteristic. And that name that is given to any kind of dog you see is what? The common noun, which is what? Dog. So we have dog. You see a school. Oh, this is a school. It has a name, but there is something that is common with this school and another school that you will see. That thing that makes them common, that name that brings them together. You see this one, call it a school. See this one, call it a school. Just call it what? Common noun. So common noun is generic. It's any general name that gives to elements that have the same characteristics, that have something in common. So we have school, we have university, we have communities, we have states, we have countries, anything at all that is a general name given to anything common. I hope you get that correctly. The second one we'll be talking about is proper noun. Proper nouns are special nouns, um, specific names, special names. Let's use the common noun and the proper nouns together. Let's take, for example, you see this one, you call her girl. You see another one, you call her girl. Why do you call them girl? Because they have something in common. But there is a special name that is given to this one that is fair, that is given to this one that is fat, that is given to this one that is short, that is given to this one that is slim. Anyone at all. That special name that is given to any particular element to differentiate him or her from those that it has something in common with. It is the proper noun. So, for example, my name is Emamuzo. You see another person, you say, call that one a young man or a boy or whatever, or a man. That is very good. That is common. But that name that differentiates me from another young man, another boy, another man, it is what? Proper. You see this person's dog. You see, you call this one dog, you call this one dog. But there is a name special to this particular dog, which is what? Bingo. There is a name special to this particular dog, which is what? Use. I don't know what name you give to dogs. So as far as it is a special name, is a specific name that particular boy, that particular girl, that particular man, that particular church, that particular country is identified with, we call it what? Proper. For example, if we say school is a common noun, because anywhere you get to, you see this one is called school, you see call it school, is a general name. But there is a special name given to this particular one. Imamuzo International Academy. Oh, that is the name of the school. That name is special to only this school, different from the name that is given to any other school. Oh, this is a Redeemed Christian Church of God. That is the name special to that church, different from any other church at all you see. What is the name of this country in Nigeria? If you go to Ghana, you call it country. You go to Sierra Leone, you call it country. You go to Nigeria, you call it country. So that name church, that name country is common because it's given to those particular places that have the same characteristic. But there is a name special to this particular country, Nigeria, to that country, Ghana, to that country, Sierra Leone, to that country. So that is just it. That is something that is just for proper noun. Aside from common and proper noun, we also have the third one, which is the countable noun. Very simple. Any noun you can count. Any noun you can count. Some of them we have houses, we have people. You can count people. You can count trees. You can count fans. Anything you can add s to or es to, you can pluralize. It is countable. Please take note. Headache is a countable noun. For the British English and American English, headache is a countable noun. Aside from headache, any other kind of ache, maybe stomach ache, is uncountable. That is for British accent, for British grammar, I mean. Any other kind of ache is uncountable, but only headache is what? Countable. Oh, I have a headache. You cannot say I have headache. You must put a. I have a headache. So anything I can count at all is countable. But for uncountable, you cannot count them. You can only count uncountable nouns using partitives. If you cannot use partitives, we call it partitives or measurements. It's only measurements you can use in counting uncountable nouns. If you cannot add measurements, then it is not uncountable. Let's take for example, before you can count sugar, use cubes. Oh, give me 5 cubes of sugar. When you want to count water, use partitives or measurements like cups, rubbers, buckets. Give me 5 cups of water. Give me one bowl of water, etc. The same thing happens to bread. Bread is uncountable. Yam is uncountable. Oh, give me 5 tubers of yam. Cannot go to a market and say, please give me 5 yams. That's wrong to say. That's wrong to say. Okay, let's come back. So we say tubers of yam, cups of water, trip of sand. Anything at all can use measurement to count is uncountable. Is uncountable. That's just it. Aside that, we also have concrete noun. A concrete noun is noun that you can touch, that you can see. As far as you can see it, it is concrete. What are the nouns that you can see? You can see the chair. You can see a phone. You can see curtains. You can see cars. You can see trees. Anything at all that you can see is what? Concrete. What about abstract? Abstract nouns are those nouns that you cannot see. Let us forget about feeling it now, because even though transportation is abstract noun, can you feel transportation? So let us remove the idea of feeling abstract nouns. When we say abstract nouns are those nouns that you cannot what? See. Can you see love? You can't see love. Can you see kindness? You can't see kindness. Can you see the air? You cannot see the air. The air, you cannot see it. Anything you cannot see is what? Abstract. The seventh one I'll be discussing is collective. When you bring a group of elements together to form one, the name given to them is what? Collective. That collective noun is the name that is given to a group. Remember that I said common noun is a name given to things that have the same characteristics, that have something in common. They must not be a group. But if it is a group of elements, for example, you go to the school and say a class, all the students in the class, they become one class. You see the family, the father, the mother, the children come together to form one family. Aside that, we also have where the congregation, a group of people coming together in the church to form one congregation. Even you go to different places where you have different spectators, you have all the spectators brought together, they form one audience. So different those what you call school of this bunch of plantain, etc. They are all what? Collective noun. The last one I'll be discussing is compound noun. Compound noun is when you bring two nouns together to form one. For example, sunlight, blackberry. These are the types of nouns that we have been able to discuss. I hope you understand them and there is nothing hard when it comes to the identification of nouns and their types. In case you have any questions, just drop it in the comments box and we will discuss that together. For now, bye.